Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya, and you guys, I don't know who told you this, but people are not replaceable. People also shouldn't be used as placeholders. People are valuable. Everybody has value of their own. And I don't want this world going around, people thinking that everyone's replaceable, because they're not. No one is. Not a single human being is replaceable. And what I mean by that is everyone is so unique. Everyone brings something to the table. That surely maybe it's just a lesson, but don't treat those lessons as a negative thing. See past the human hurts that we go through and that people give us, and see the heart that is in that person, the beating heart that is connected to you, me, and the cosmos. So I'm gonna just be talking about that today, and the importance of valuing people when they're in your life, because you never know what can happen. Appreciate the moments you have with certain people, because again, you guys, they could only be in your life for a season. So appreciate those moments. Don't let them go to waste by your constant need for outside validation or the chase of the rat race of today's society, and ignoring the human being maybe next to you that maybe isn't in your life anymore. Appreciate your family. And you can appreciate people from afar, you guys. If people are not good for you and they're not in your life for a reason, that's okay. But don't look at those people as replaceable, because they're not. They're not. I think in today's society, we have a really hard time communicating with one another. And hey, I will own up to it. I will be the first person to own up to my communication skills in the past, with family members, with relationships. You know, I've been able to look myself in the mirror, look at myself and see my flaws within how I handle people and how I handle life. But that's the starting point, you guys. You can't always point the finger at people who hurt you, or people that disagree with you, or people who don't understand you. It's a part of life. It's a part of it. It's such a beautiful opportunity for you to accept those parts of yourself and not hate them. Understand that, yeah, they're there as a protection mechanism, usually, to protect you, because you haven't healed. You haven't healed. If you truly value someone in your life, you guys, sometimes you just kind of gotta let go and detach from outcomes and situations and people. But if you have people that aren't in your life for good reason, I think everyone should still try to see the beauty in that person, see the humanness that they're going through in their own individual life journey. And a huge key in that I've realized in relationships is communication is huge. Even with like friendships, family members, your ability to communicate how you're feeling, communicate your wants, your needs, your non-negotiables, your boundaries is such an important skill to have. And that's something I'm learning about myself that I did not have. I didn't have a voice, really. I really didn't. I didn't feel comfortable speaking in the past. And I mean, this YouTube channel has definitely helped my voice come out. But it's crucial, because if you can't communicate, you're gonna lose valuable people in your life. And don't think you'll be able to find that person again in someone else. You won't. You won't. You'll never see the same snowflake twice, you guys. So treat people like that. The overall message I want to get across is appreciate people when they are in your life. Don't let those people get taken for granted. That's why it's crucial to be in the here and now. And you know what? Some people will leave, and that's okay. We have to learn to be okay with people coming and going, and that not having anything to do with a reflection on us not being worthy, or us not being lovable, or us being anything but who we are. Because when you are who you are, it is the foundation of any relationship, when you can be authentic and you know thyself, which I've been saying a lot in my videos these days, because it's so important to know yourself, to know your triggers, to know your hurts and your pains, to actually be aware of them. So when they do come up, you know where they're coming from, and you're not reflecting that onto that person triggering you. When was the first time you felt that trigger in your life? Backtrack to that point And that's not an excuse to accept disrespect in your life. No. That's why it's crucial to have boundaries in your life and stating those things fearlessly. You need to. And that's how people will respect you. It's not wrong to have these things, you guys. And not one person is going to come into your life and fix it. I feel like so much of the time we're waiting around for a person to come into our life to save the day. That's fairy tale stuff. That's fairy tale stuff that we were taught. And it's false, you guys. No one will ever be able to save you from your hurts, from your pains, from your voids. That is only your job. People can surely come into your life and make you forget you have those things, or numb them, or make you forget that they're even there until arguments come up and disagreements, and then you're back to that hurt inner child that never got to speak as a kid. So now it's coming out onto that person. And you guys can't even look at people as human beings. And human beings aren't perfect. You'll never find a perfect person, ever. Whoever told you that is lying. There is no such thing as a perfect human. But in one sense, I mean, our very existence here is perfect. But our very existence is messy. The human experience isn't a fairy tale. It's not always good. We experience some bad times. But when you can fully appreciate yourself and value yourself, for me, it's become a lot easier to see value in other people and to truly look at them as who they are. And like I said before, you don't have to allow people back into your life. You don't have to disrespect yourself by begging for someone's attention or for them to stay. Don't do that to yourself. But the least you can do, not only for yourself, but to that other person, is see them for who they are. And for who they are is an aspect of God, is an aspect of you, is an aspect of all. Don't store hate in your body. That's what causes a lot of diseases. Don't do that. It's not worth it. When you open your heart to the love that is just always flowing, you'll be able to view the world in a loving lens, no matter what comes up. Please, you guys, appreciate the people that are in your life. Don't take people for granted. Don't view people as replaceable. That's disrespectful. You're disrespecting that person's value. And you know what? They could have gave you the best value ever, because they could have gave you an important lesson in your life. And surely maybe it hurt, but it was a lesson for you to evolve. So show the people in your life respect, and you can do it silently. You can do it silently. But when you do that, you'll feel so much better, because you're not storing any hate in your heart. The more you quiet your mind, you guys, you drop into your heart. And I know I can say that, and you're like, Maya, this again, and I know, because if you're not at the point where you're ready to hear this kind of stuff, it won't land, it won't stick, you may be triggered, but it's really true, you guys. And maybe today's not the day for you guys to realize this, but when you really do quiet your mind and you allow your heart to soften, you begin to see things as they really are. The purity of what is here and now. And being able to appreciate it is profound. And not a lot of people experience appreciation during their day. When you can look at things as they are, without resistance, without judgment, you'll see that this life is worth living, you guys. Is worth living, not out of insecurity and lack. You're worth living in abundance. You're worth living in love. You're worth living in health. And that starts from within. It starts from within, because even if you go outside and you get the perfect relationship, you get all the money in the world, you get everything you want out of the external, that won't change your internal state. Sure, it can cover it up for a little bit, but the things that have been suppressed will always find ways for it to get out of you, because it wants to get out of you. It doesn't want to stay down in your basement. No, it wants to go see the light. So things come up, people come into our lives to show us, hey, they open your basement door and they're like, shit, you got some scary stuff in there. and that's for you to deal with. But don't push people away. That's another thing, you guys. Don't push great people away, especially if they're in your life right now. Or can you review your past relationships and look where you push people away? And can you see that you did that and learn from it? And don't do that again to other people. Now, see, I'm not saying that you should accept people that don't treat you good or accept people that you are feeling that are disrespecting you. Don't do that. But when you have someone in your life that you love and you care about and you want them in your life, show them that. Speak that to them. This life is magical. People are magical. And sure, yes, people come into your life, like I said, as lessons. Can you appreciate them for that lesson that they gave you? Can you see their heart and their humanness? I think a lot of times people forget that we're all human beings, especially with social media these days. We forget the humanness that we are, and it can be messy at times. But value yourself first so you can truly value another person when they're in your life. That's really important, you guys. I want to see you guys thriving, not only within, but without. But when you are thriving from within, you better believe it that your outside world will shift in your favor. People will start coming into your life to show you a direct reflection of what's happening inside of yourself. Instead of getting people, you're attracting people because you need lessons to wake you up. If you can wake yourself up on your own, and heal the parts of you that are the attracting force for these people coming into your life to just teach you lessons on a platter. And if you shun them away, they're gonna keep coming back through other people and other people, which is why it's so important to rest in your solitude, to not beat up on yourself for being alone sometimes. We all have work to do on ourselves. It doesn't have to be this hard work that we have to do on ourselves. No. It's just being aware of all aspects of you that have been fragmented and returning back to your center and loving yourself. You can fully love another person and not love them because they're filling a void, but love them just for who they are, what they bring, their uniqueness that you will never find in another person. People thinking people are replaceable, and they're not. No one is. But we also have to learn that, you know what, it is okay for people to come and go out of our life and to remain detached to certain outcomes or to certain expectations is crucial for this life. You won't have that need to cling on to people or cling on to certain things or materialistic things to make you feel good. You do that on your own without anything outside of you. Just you, for being you. Because just the very most profound two words you can say is I am. And you cannot disconnect from the word I am or you wouldn't be here. Because you are. So believe that and see that in another person. How are you treating yourself? How are you treating people? And is the way you treat people a direct reflection of how you treat yourself? What is the intention behind your words? What is the intention behind your behavior? Intention is also everything, you guys. Because you can say things, and if you have a pure intention of love and kindness, even if maybe what you're saying is a little harsh, if it's coming from that place of love, the energy behind it is loving. Be aware of your intentions with people. And also, most importantly, you guys, be aware of yourself throughout your day. Be aware of how you treat yourself, how you treat strangers, how you treat everything. And remember, everyone outside of yourself is just a reflection of an aspect of what is inside of you. And that's why we attract certain people into our lives, to teach us more about ourselves. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing that we forget as human beings, that we knew before coming down here, that yeah, we were going to experience some shit. We're going to experience maybe not the right people for us. We knew that not everyone was going to stay in our lives. In the much larger aspect of life, they're always in your life because you can't separate yourself from them because they are you in a way. So when you send out hate, when you send out disrespect, you're just doing that to yourself. So realize that. love yourself enough to stay silent? Instead of a trigger coming out, can you actually take a pause and question what the hell is coming out of me right now? Instead of puking it onto another person? It's easier said than done. It really is. And that's why it's so crucial when you're by yourself to really look deep within you with the intent of seeing all of you, so all of you can return back to your light, and you're not shutting aspects of yourself in a dark room for another person to open and scare them with the little monster in your dark room. Tend to your garden, plant seeds, water them, watch your life grow into this beautiful garden of whatever you're wanting. I love you guys, and I made this video today because I want people to start valuing themselves, and I want people to definitely start valuing the people in their lives. Even if those people aren't in your life anymore, see the lesson that they gave you. Use whatever hurts you've been dealt as a way to evolve yourself into more love, into a higher consciousness, and don't allow the hurts of the outside world to get to you. They don't need to, unless you let them. I care about you guys, and I hope this video helped you today to just wake up to the fact that we're all trying our best here, and to have a soft heart is a superpower. It comes with practice. I send you guys my love. I bless you today, and if you like this video, let me know in the comments below. Give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.